Everyone, this is Aditi Tandon. Today we are going to do Hatha Yoga, in which we'll be doing some asana which will increase the range of motion, and then at the last we'll be doing pranayama and shavasana. So let's get started with me. All you need is a yoga mat and a water bottle if you need to take a break in between the session. So we are starting with the cross leg. Keep your spine straight. Let's bring some awareness to your mind, to your body. Take few deep breaths in and breathe out. Join your hands. Focus on your mind. Connect to your breath. Can you cultivate the feeling of gratitude for being able to take out time to step on the mat, for a healthy life, for a healthy body? Okay, it's time to release your hands. So we're going to start with the side bend. I want you to take your right hand on the right side of your knees, of your mat. Okay, now walk with your hands a little bit. Take your left hand, take your hands palm on the mat. Take your left hand over to your head. Now from here we will be bending to the right side. Feeling the stretch on the left side of the trunk of the body. Now from here, lift through your chest, open your chest and look through your armpit. We'll be holding here for 3 deep breaths. Focus, bring your awareness to your mind and body. Gently switch the side. Take your left hand to the left side, walk with your hands, place your palm, right hand over to your head. Bend to the left side, feeling the stretch on the right side of your body. The juicy stretch on the right side of your body. Remember that I am lifting through my chest. Okay, though I'm not rounding my back. My chest is lifted and my spine is straight. Look through your right armpit here and slowly, gently come back. Very nice. Okay, now we'll go for a deeper stretch this time. So again, take your right hand to the right side of the mat. Now this time I'm gonna drop my elbows to the mat like this. Okay, but do not let your sitting bone up. So I am grounded on the mat. I'm not letting my sitting bone up. Is not getting up. Now from here, drop your elbows straight down towards the mat without letting your sitting bone up. Take your left hand over to your head and bend to the right side. Remember that, go for a deeper stretch. You can feel the more stretching on the left side of your body, left side of the trunk. Again, lift through your chest here and other side. So again, drop your forearm, drop your elbows to the mat, right hand over to your head. I am firmly grounded on the mat. So take your right hand over to your head, feeling the stretch, more stretching on the right side, right trunk of the body. Take deep breath in, feel the stretch and gently come back the center. Okay, now we'll be doing the cat-cow stretch, the Marjari Asana, in which your wrist should be under the shoulder and your knee should be under the hip. Your wrist should be shoulder width apart and knee should be hip width apart. Remember that my toes are tucked. So we will begin with inhaling, depressing the spine, arching the back, expanding the abdomen. Feel the maximum amount of air in your lungs. And exhale, rounding the back, chin towards the chest, pull the belly in, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, arching the back, and exhale, rounding the back. See, the action is straight coming from the tailbone. You can see you have your action, this movement is straight coming from the tailbone. Okay, we'll be doing 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. This asana is very good for improving the flexibility of your neck, shoulder and the spine. Also tone up the female reproductive system and very helpful in menstrual cramps. Last one and exhale. Okay, now we're going to lift both the legs at the knee. Come in Santulan Asana. Wrist should be under the shoulder. tailbone tucked in. Remember that in the Santulan Asana, we don't want a curve in your lower back like this. So you have to pull your belly in. Feel the hips hug together. Use your core muscles. And also, plank doesn't mean weak leg. I want the leg to be strong and active. We'll be holding here for 3, 2, feeling some heat already. And 1, shift your body up and back, come in. Shift your hip up and back, come in, downward facing dog. Okay, initially if you are a beginner, if you can't touch your heels to the mat, then don't worry. You can simply micro bend your legs at the knee. Pull your body away from the mat to lengthen your spine. This is the more easier. As you can see, the spine is getting longer and flexible here. Now feel that your heart is pulling towards the thigh. We'll be holding here for 3 deep breaths. Let the head get heavy on the mat. If this is the first downward facing dog, then take out time to stretch your legs, to pedal out those feet. Okay, very nice. Now stand on the ball of your feet. Inhale, lift both the heels up, and exhale, try to drop your heels towards the mat. Feeling some more stretch, feeling some heat into your hamstring muscles, calf muscles. Last one more, inhale and exhale down. Okay, from here I want you to lift your right leg all the way up for the 3-leg dog, downward dog. Now from here my hips are not getting away from me. Your hips are squared off. Inhale and bring your right knee in towards the chest and step your right feet forward between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Now the back knee down. Now next we are going to do Anjani Mudra. So for Anjani Mudra, remember that my back leg is tucked, back toes is tucked under. Sink your right buttocks down. Take your hands all the way up. Palms touch. Find a little extension here. You can start activating your hip flexor muscles. We'll be holding here for 3 deep breaths. Very good. Asana for the flexibility of your hamstring, your quadriceps muscles. It's activating the hip flexor muscle. And exhale down. Now from here we'll be doing Ardha Hanuman Asana, by which you have to shift your body a little back. Now right toes is pointing up. Remember that my hips are in level. So I am pulling my right hip back and left hip forward to keep my hips are in level. Now from here, inhale, I want a straight spine. Exhale, drop your forehead toward the shin. Feel the stretch. One more deep breath here. And slowly come up. Now hands will come on the inside of the right feet. We are going to do lizard pose, Utthana Paristhana Asana, in which your right feet is outside of the right hand. I'm going to sink my buttocks down. Now from here you can stay here, or you can go for a deeper stretch. You can bend your elbows down toward the mat. Like this. So if this is too difficult for you, you can use a block. I have also a block. You can use a block if you want. Otherwise, if you're able to do it, that's perfectly nice. I'm using my pelvic floor muscles, my core muscles. I'm engaging my pelvic floor muscles, my core muscle, which gives me strength to hold this posture. And for the perfect alignment of this posture, if you want, you can lift the back leg knee up here. We'll be holding here for 3 deep breath, 2 and 1. Okay, drop your knees down, come back to palms, take your right leg back, come in Santulan Asana again, and go slow as you can on your mat. Okay, very nice. Next we are going to do a Salabh Asana, the locust pose, which is also very Good for your lower back muscles. Strengthen your core and as well as your lower back muscles. If you have a sciatica, if you have a slip disc, this is the perfect asana for you. But if you're having any heart problem, if you have a weak heart, blood pressure, don't do it. Okay, I'm going to take my hands behind my back like this. Interlock your fingers. Now from here, I want you to lift your chest. Take your legs, raise both the legs at the same time. Lift your body all the way up. And now from here, we'll be taking some few deep breaths. Contracting your lower back muscles. See, you can feel that. This is the heart opening asana. And slowly come down. Hands by the chest. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bhujanga asana. Pull the belly button off the mat. Roll your shoulders out. Look up. And exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knee and hip up. Come in, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again. Now we'll be doing the other side. So I want you to take your left leg all the way up. Now this time we'll be doing a little fast, okay? Bring your left feet in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Anjali Mudra. Sink your buttocks. Take your hands all the way up, palms touch, final extension here. Feel the hip flexor muscles stretching and the exhale down. Okay, shift your body back. So my right heel is pulling towards the mat, right toes is pointing up for the Ardha Hanumana Asana half split. Feel the stretch. And keep your spine straight. We come in the lizard pose, Uttan Paristhan Asana. So my hands will come on the inside of the left leg. Okay. Now I'm adjusting my back leg, feet little back. Keep your spine. My chest is lifted towards the front of the mat. Okay. Now from here, look up. You can stay here or you can go for a deeper stretch. If you have a block, you can use the block. Now just lower the forearm down towards the mat for the deeper stretch. I am using my pelvic floor muscle and the core muscle to give strength to my leg. Holding your back to your forearms. Tuck the tailbone in. Take your left leg back. Come in plank and go again as slow as you can. Chaturanga and then on your mat. Untuck your toes, take your hands behind your back. Again, we are going to do Shalabhasana. Locust pose, interlace the finger, roll your shoulders out, lift your chest, lift both the legs at the knee. Not both the legs at the knee. You are lifting both the legs, reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the mat. One more deep breath, contracting your lower back muscles. And slowly come back down. Hands beside your chest. Again, inhale, lift your chest up. Bhujanga Asana. Roll your shoulders out. Pull the belly button off the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your knee and hip all the way up for the downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay. Now simply from here you can step or jump on the top of the mat. Okay. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come in the standing position, hands by the side. Take few deep breaths in and out. Bring awareness to your mind, to your breath in case you lost it. Okay, from here we are going to start by engaging the Padabandha, the energy lock. So, lifting all the 10 toes, feeling the tripod of the feet. The big toe mount, the pinky edge in the center of each hip. Now, feeling the tripod of the feet. Now, see if you can individually place each toes to the mat. Feeling some heat, feeling some energy traveling straight from the feet to your knees, to your hips and down to the side. Take your hands all the way up, palms touch, and exhale, hands by the side. Okay, next asana we are going to do is Utkat Asana, the chair pose, which is a very important asana to strengthen your leg muscles, your quadricep as well as your hamstring muscles. Okay, take your hands all the way up, inhale, palms touch. Now from here, start shifting your hip back and down. From here, we're gonna take your hip back and down, getting the thighs parallel to the mat. Tuck the pelvic under. See, my belly is not resting on the thigh. My pelvic is straight, tucked in. Take your hands all the way up. Now you can start feeling some heat, some energy in your leg, in your hamstring. Started activating your hamstring as well as your quadricep muscle. And exhale, drop your gaze down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. We'll be doing one more time. Again, take your hands all the way up, Utkat Asana. Bring your thighs parallel to the mat and exhale, come to Samasthiti. Tadasana, you can say. Okay, take your right leg on the long side of the mat. Keep your feet parallel. Now, next asana we are going to do is Warrior Two. So for that, I want you to turn your right toes to the right side. Remember that both the heels should be in one line. Okay. So your feet should be 4 to 5 feet apart. 5 feet apart. Yes. Now from here, bend your right leg at the knee. Okay. Adjust those feet. Adjust the distance of your feet. Bend your right leg at the knees. Remember that your knee is stacked over the ankle. Okay. Stretch your arms as maximum as you can. See, imagine that someone is stretching your arm from both the sides. So stretching should be maximum. Now from here, you can see my thigh is externally rotated. So you have to externally rotate the right thigh. So you're pulling the right inner thigh muscle up towards the ceiling. Okay. Stretch your arms as maximum as you can. And holding her for 3 deep breaths. Focus on your right thumb. Stretching should be maximum. You can start feeling some heat into your legs, and I want a smiling face. Take 2 and reverse the warrior. Left hand on the left thigh, right hand all the way up. Keep bending the right knee. Look to your right armpit, and now from here take your right elbow to your right knee. Left hand over to your head for extended side angle. Utthita Parskona Asana. Now from here I am lifting through my chest. Okay, and you have to bend your knee. Knee is stacked over the ankle. You have to look up. Feel the stretch. Feel the heat in your body. We'll be holding here for 3 more deep breaths. 3 and a happy smile and a happy face while doing yoga. 2. And simply come back in both the feet parallel to each other. Now we'll be doing the same thing other side. Take your left feet to the left side. Both the heels should be in one line. Bend your left leg at the knee. Take your hands all away from you and parallel to the mat. Imagine that someone is stretching your hands from both the sides. Externally rotate your left thigh. Virabhadrasana B. Drop your pelvic straight down here and holding here for 3. Deep breath in and 3 deep breath out. Take your hands on the right hand on the right thigh for the Parivarta. Virabhadrasana. Left hand over to your head. You can lift your chest. Lift through your chest. Look to your left thumb. Feeling the stretch. Keep bending the left leg at the knee. Holding here for 2 more. And slowly come back to Utthita Parskona Asana. Extended side angle. Left elbow to your left knee. Right hand over to your head. And look to your right armpit. So you have to lift through your chest. Here we'll be holding here for 2 more deep breaths. Pranayama. Pranayama is a breath control exercise. We not say exercise. Prana is a life force energy that keep us alive. So we are going to do pranayama. Firstly, we are going to do alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom. So we need to learn Vishnu Mudra. Okay, so Vishnu Mudra is a hand gesture that that is very good for the purification of the nadis, the energy channels in our body. There are around 72,000 energy channel in our body, energy channel in the body. So for that Vishnu Mudra, you have to bend your index and the middle finger. Okay, all the fingers are remain as it is. You are just bending your index and the middle finger. Your left hand should be, can keep your left hand on your chin mudra like this. Touch your tip of the index to the tip of the thumb. Keep your hands. Keep your spine straight, erect, neck and the shoulders are erect. Now from here we will do 1:1:1, in which we need to inhale for let's say 3 seconds. Inhale for 3 seconds, hold the breath for 3 and exhale for 3. So length of inhalation, retention and the exhalation would be same. Okay, so in Anulom Vilom we'll be taking deep breath for 3, holding for 3 and exhaling for 3. So let's start. First let me show you how we do it. I'm pressing my right thumb in Vishnu Mudra on the right nostril and the ring finger on the left nostril. First we will inhale, take a deep breath in from the left nostril. Right nostril is closed for 3 seconds. So have to mentally count 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, close your both the nostril and hold the breath for 3, 2, 1 and exhale through 3, 2, 1. Again inhale from the right, 3, 2, 1. Close the right, hold the breath for 3, 2, 1 and exhale through your left for 3, 2, 1. I hope you understand. Let's do it one more time together. Inhale. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 3, 2, 1 and exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale from the right nostril. Hold the breath, close the nostril and exhale through your left. Again inhale from the left. Close the left, hold the breath and exhale through your right. Very nice, very well done. So Anulom Vilom is amazing for calming the nervous system. If someone is having mental issue, this is a perfect pranayam you can do. It relaxes the nervous system, removes anxiety, also very useful in the blood circulation of our body and especially of the brain. So you can do, if you're having high blood pressure, it's amazing, you can try. And you can initially increase the time, increase the repetitions. Now from here we can go back to Shavasana. I think this is a favorite asana of everyone's. Okay, lie down your Shavasana. Let the head lower the body and palm facing up. Take few deep breaths in and out, relaxing your mind, relaxing your whole body. Bring awareness to your mind and bring awareness to your body. Inhale, take the positivity from the mind. Inhale, take the positivity from the environment. And exhale, remove the negativity from your body, from your mind. All the negativity if you have, you are releasing it into your environment. You're just relaxing your mind, relaxing your body, relaxing the whole body. Slowly bring your awareness on the rise and fall of your abdomen with each breath. Releasing the tension from each and every joints of your body. So your joints are relaxed. You can stay here for a few minutes and then move your body to the sitting position. Shavasana is a great way to relax your mind, relax your body. Here you can scan your body in Shavasana from tip of the toes to the crown of the head. Sense your body. If you have any tension in any part of your body, imagine that you are releasing the tension if you're having in any part of your body. Few deep breath in and out. Thank you for watching my video. I hope we will see you again. I will see you again. Thank you so much. Namaste.